There are special pieces of tennis equipment that come out only like once every couple of years that really change how we as regular tennis consumers seriously think about the game. From Babolat's Pure Drive for rackets back in the early 2000s to the Slinko Hyper G for tennis strings back in 2014, which honestly seems like forever ago. These pieces of items for tennis truly beg for people to at least give it a try due to the technology behind these items or just the overall good marketing directed at the correct consumers at obviously a good price. Well, this new string is now on the list. This is the ReString Vivo Tennis String review. This string required no break-in period. In fact, throughout the life of the string, it felt literally exactly the same. A rare attribute among strings, especially polys, shaped ones at that. Although the string was firm, it was extremely comfortable and plush and didn't have the launchiness of softer shaped polys like the Slinko Confidential. For a shaped poly, this was absolutely excellent for flatter strokes. Changing direction on the rise with this string felt very natural and dependable on both forehands and backhands. The predictable launch angle also really allowed me to absolutely redline with little fear of the ball sailing long. I felt extremely confident swinging out on both forehands and backhands with this string. Also, on the note of swinging out, when you play with this string, you're definitely going to appreciate the sound coming off your racket when you go for it. At the net, I will say that this is probably the best overall poly. The predictability, feel, pop, and spin were absolutely 10 out of 10 at the net every time I came in for both singles and doubles. As for the serves, the flat serves were extremely accurate with a little bit of oomph behind it. To boot, the string gave incredible action on the kickserve for both the deuce and ad side. As perfect as this string might be, there are some flaws, albeit minor ones. So let's talk about it after you hit like, subscribe, and that notification bell for more original tennis. And for more original tennis content. And don't forget to follow me on Twitch. The first time I strung this string up on my Slinko Whiteout V2, the string's broken in about 5 hours of straight hitting. Not terrible, but I wanted to get another hour or hour and a half out of it. Second, this string was a little too powerful off the ground, not necessarily on tops and ground strokes, but more so on slices. They had great bite and feel, but sometimes sailed a little too long when on the defense. And lastly, this is me being very nitpicky. I was hoping just for a little bit more topspin potential. Don't get me wrong, the topspin potential was good, but this string would be phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal, if it just had a little bit more bite for topspin. But I totally understand that if ReString increased the stiffness on the string, it would lose the plushness and comfort. But just for food for thought for ReString. Well, what do you guys think about what I personally believe is one of the greatest strings ever released in the past few years for tennis? Leave a comment down in the section below, or better yet, join my Discord to discuss all things tennis. ReString has offered to give followers of my YouTube channel 10% off on Vivo and all things ReString using the link in the pinned comment or using MarkS as a discount code at checkout. And yes, it does help support this channel. Oh, and the best part, this string released on March 30th, which is the original date of the publishing of this video for the public. This playtest was originally with a 1.25 millimeter gauge, but the publicly available versions are at 1.28 millimeters and 1.23 millimeters, which is like 16 gauge and 17 gauge versus the 16L at 1.25 millimeters. And the color I playtested was the gray one, but obviously the B-roll is showing the mint green, and there's other colors available. And as always, guys, happy hitting.